everybody, Unflinching Alva here. So just wanted to show up here right quick and give my impressions of the new United Allies update for Marauders. So far I'm enjoying it pretty good. Quite a few changes that have really livened up the game, I think, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of just my first little takes on everything, and later on I'll make a video fully in depth of my true thoughts after the update has kind of settled in and what I think worked, what maybe didn't work, what I want to see expanded, you know, kind of like I did with the Red Baron update. Just wanted to say, if you're new to my content, thank you for watching. If you want to stick around and hit a like and subscribe, that would be excellent for us. Mainly we do Marauders content. That's the one game I generally like playing, though we do a few other ones. Every tips and tricks or guide I make is actually handcrafted. It's not these quick one and done, try to bust the algorithm kind of things. I'm really trying to help you guys out. So if you enjoy Marauders guides and content, I do have a beginner's guide for Marauders. I've got all sorts of stuff on here, just regular gameplay videos that you could stick around and watch if you want. If not, that's totally fine, but let's get into the video. So the ship market, it's really cool. You can just straight up buy ships now, and they're not really expensive. They're like $15,000 for a scout with a turret, or $75,000 for the capital ships, stuff like that. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but so far I saw more ship diversity in one night than I ever have in this game before. I saw several scouts with different variations and different colors. I saw an interceptor. I didn't record all of my gameplay, but I did record a raid here and there. So I didn't get all the ships, but there is a lot more ships flying around now other than just rust buckets and maybe one person in an interceptor. So far, I think that's been a great change. You don't get to pick what turret comes on it anymore. There's no more customization, which it adds some thrill to it all when buying a new ship, but I kind of was curious where they would take customization, but, you know, it might be back. Sorry, this is going to sound a little different, but also I forgot to mention the customization options when I was originally going through my script, and that is excellent. I already love the new cosmetics, and the new voices really bring life, and you know, call me a cuck if you will, but I kind of do dig the female voices. I can't lie about that.
Allez, couvrez-moi! Ne tirez pas! Back off, Drongo! Back off, you dickhead! Soignez-moi! Fight voraus! Fight dich! Feuerschutz! Hilfe!
The new sounds in the game are incredibly dope. It really makes it all come together. Getting shot at now sounds terrifying. The doors are now even way better, and just the ambience noises are great. Places really feel more alive. I'm so used to Marauders being so damn quiet that when I was running through Spaceport, there were a few noises that truly threw me off that I'm going to have to get reoriented to because it is wild. My baby, the Clob, is full auto again, which is sick, though the cost to craft is increased. You can't turn and look around when holding E on quest objectives anymore, which a lot of us like to do that. The new Sherman armor looks very good. The original Flak Vest now has a rig variant, which is very nice, and it seems to be pretty common. M1 helmets look a lot cooler now. Rosie's attire didn't change to match her comrades, and it's annoying me. The grenades are back, and you can unlock them at the third quest, which is turn in 5 gunpowders. VOIP is rarely used, but in the one interaction I had, it was a 3-way ceasefire so a guy could get the forklift quest done. So I've really just not heard too many people use it, but it starts off as default. So if you're not hearing people and voice isn't getting out there when you're holding V, go into your settings and double check because for some reason it's off. And you got to turn it on and then turn up your mic volume and then other player volume. It's a very strange way of doing it. So just double check, make sure in your settings it's all fine and dandy. And even when you get in a raid, I think it's M by default, you can press and that'll bring up if it's active or not. It'll say can't hear other players, can't hear other players, something like that. On to the big meat and potatoes. The new Colony Cruiser is amazing. It's a little confusing at first, but in all honesty, I think it's actually easier to pin down than the merchant ship was for me. Because the merchant ship, it's weird because like the ship is long ways, but you kind of go through it like each of the things are like sideways. They're not facing straight up and down, if that makes sense, towards the front and back of the ship. However, the Colony Cruiser is like that, where you've got this one long middle section and everything branches off from it. And it's generally about, I think it's 3 floors total. I want to say, and there's like, it's a very very vertical map. And I don't mean that in an old skateboarding term. It is very cool, but there's a lot of verticality to it. There's a lot of play in the map. There's a lot of little cozy spots to hide. And there's a lot of places that I was getting shot at. I just could not figure out for the life of me where these people were shooting me at. It's got a piss load of loot. And I will say right now, the spawns are on top of each other. And apparently there's some bugs where multiple people are using the same docking port. So be careful for that. I don't know how true that is. I haven't had that happen to me yet, but I have seen people reporting that they will hear their vault door or their door close behind them and it'll reopen back up and there's a whole nother 4-man behind them. So maybe do keep an eye on that. Might want to run away. Another quick, easy way to get in is you can boost in. You can breach in, and that spawns you not anywhere near any sort of airlock door. So just be aware of that. Here's a few little quick tips for the Colony Cruiser that I came across that I just figured I'd share real quick. Again, this isn't a full-blown guide. It's just a few things I saw last night while playing. The UA medics seem to drop 2 med kits, and they carry the 1911G and have a unique new medical backpack. The armory is located back by the reactor. However, it is locked and cannot be picked open with a lockpick. Right across from the armory, by the way, there is a couple of safes and stuff and banknotes, so be sure to keep your eyes out for that. Right here below the reactor, there are ship part boxes. These are open and free for the taking. It almost reminds me of like the boxes you find in the depots. This one confused me, but the bridge navigation quest location is towards the vault, and it's not actually in the bridge. You get to the vault only through the bridge, though. So like you'll go up and look for the quest. It's really weird, but it's back here. Speaking of the vault, I don't know if you bust it open. It does not look like your standard Marauders vault. So the only times I've ever been able to make it to it, it's already been opened, but it opens and closes weird. It's almost like it's just really hard to get to because you have to go through this cage to get back there, and you're super, super open. So I don't know. I'm not confirming or denying that it's just unlocked, but it doesn't, I don't know. It's always just been open for me. And the final little quick tip is it's not very hard to get into. You either fly in after destroying 1 or 2 flag turrets, or like I said, you can breach in. It's honestly easier to approach than the penal colony. I know the trailers and all the devs seem to think that it was going to be a sweet battle to get into the cruiser, but in all honesty, of the few times I've got the map on rotation, upon approaching it, those turrets had already been downed. I think it's literally only 2 flak turrets on top. So it's literally easier than penal colony. Well, hey guys, thanks for stopping by and watching. Like I said, this is just a quick little off the cuff. I didn't really script much of this out, so sorry if I rambled. I just wanted to get some points out and help you guys out. And I know some of you guys aren't going to be able to play till this weekend, so just wanted to give a little heads up. Again, if you like this sort of content and you just like Marauder stuff, definitely the kind of channel for you. We do play a few other things like Ready or Not or GTFO, but we are primarily a Marauders dedicated channel. However, we do play a little bit of variety here and there. In the coming weeks, I'll be releasing a lot more guides for Marauders and definitely a lot of gameplay videos because we are hyped up and we are super, super excited to play this update. It's got a lot of changes that we've been wanting to see for a long, long time since we've been playing Marauders. We've been playing since the early play tests of the game. So I'm not an original backer, but we did start playing then. So a lot of stuff there. If you're new to the game, I do have a new beginner's guide. It is over an hour long and it will go through basically everything you need. Not much has changed with this update in regards to that, so you should be totally fine. Nothing's outdated in that video, I don't believe. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching, and good luck in your raids.